Hello, my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do you need read for this beautiful new moon to full moon in August 2023? I am your reader, fellow Earth sign. I'm Virgo, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I'm not bad. It's just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, and the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. I got that going for me. 25 years in service at the time of this recording. I am the author of 2 books, can you believe it? Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch and Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Words of Grace is available as a Kindle version. If you would like to click the link in the description box, you can preview it for free. Isn't that cool? And it's in chakra chapters. It's lovely, but it's a little toned down from the original PDF that is available on patreon.com/drawingthecircle. It is a visual Fellini film fest, a spectrum of chakra color. It's quite amazing, quite a piece of art if I do say so myself. But all of my subscribers over on Patreon have 3 benefits in common, though any of them can purchase Words of Grace and Spell Ingredients in our shop, because they just gave us a new shop and we're on Spotify now. Patreon is just amazing. They keep giving us cool stuff, but the 3 benefits all of my subscribers get is number 1, the daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every morning, where we chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a meditation, a prayer, something to send us on our way. Best way for me to start the day. I knocked it out of the park this morning, I'll tell you that. The second benefit they get is all the extended readings to the part 2s, to the part 1s, the true love reads, romantic soulmate, twin flame soulmate, all of that. You can do it on Vimeo, pay-per-view, but all of my subscribers have access to them past, present, and future. They're all timeless. They're all relationship based, and the majority of them are over an hour. So if you like detail, I am a Virgo. I'm your reader in that case. And the third benefit they get is an extensive discount. Private sessions with me. We will talk about that at the end of the video, which I believe is that way, if you want to hang out for that at the very end. But I love it. It's the best thing we've ever done. We now have 2 7-day free trials for level number 1 Seeker and level number 2 Human. So you can check us out for free. Bail the last day, I don't care. And you would get access to the daily check-ins and the extended readings, but the extensive discount we're saving for subscribers, because that's only fair, right? So if you feel so drawn, if you feel interested, if you feel a little intuitive nudge, go click the link and check out what we're serving over on Patreon. Because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, or at least an embodiment of. So it's just easier. Just call me Mal. Hi. And everyone's an archangelic embodiment of something or other, and we will talk about that in this reading, believe it or not. So let's do some explanation for the new Capricorns and crosswatchers, and we'll jump into the divination. If you've heard it all before, feel free to jump ahead, but we are going to be talking about 2 weeks of an astrological waxing moon that is just loaded with interesting challenges. Wait till you hear the retrogrades coming. So if you are new, welcome. A 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about really anything, but we're fine-tuning it, as I said, to a 2-week period. A beautiful, nudiful, as I like to call them, to plant a seed at the new moon and help it grow to harvest at the full, fulfilling your heart's desire, to manifest your heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, and spirit. That's what these 5 decks are. The 5 magical elements we're going to use for the element of fire, the magical spell cards. For the element of earth, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. For the element of air, the Archangel Fire Oracle, but come on, they're archangels, and we'll talk about the archangels then. Element of water, the Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. We use her Whispers of Lord Ganesh in the 8-card draw shadow reads, the companion series to this. So I do 5 cards for waxing, 8 cards for shadow work and waning. And of course we are going to end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra card for spirit to unify it all. You know why? Because our heart's desires were assigned to us in my belief and direct experience as something we came in to do, right? It's in our contract, sacred contracts. Carolyn Mace, MYSS, she's a PhD. She's like my favorite teacher on planet Earth. Tough cookie. I love her. She's from Chicago. You know, we keep reincarnating over and over and over until we get these heart's desires fulfilled, or at least manifest. And as one of us does it, all of us get closer to manifesting our heart's desire. So this is why cross-watchers are always welcome on my channel, because you get the opportunity to get some insight, some understanding, some sympathy, some empathy, and maybe even some service you can give to the Capricorn by using the healing module or talking to the Archangel or anything else that strikes your fancy here to help all of us, right? As one of us, it's unity. As one of us manifests the heart desire, it shifts the timeline from lead to gold a little bit more. That's, you know, the 8 card draws, we go into that a lot deeper. So let's talk about these 2 weeks, because it's a little cuckoo bananas, particularly for Virgos, I'm going to say, but you're a Capricorn, so this will trine your Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, blah, blah, blah. Let's look at it. A tricky new moon. New moon, Wednesday, August 16th, goes void, of course, the same time it goes new. So not great for magic, not great for setting intention. It's like, void, of course, right? And that happens at 5:38 a.m. Eastern time. I'm not going to be awake for that anyway, but it does go into the new moon in Virgo at 7:14 p.m. Eastern. So, you know, I will be waiting for that. And it's on a Wednesday, the day of Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo, right? And Gemini. 2 weeks later, you know, plant the seed, help it grow, to the full moon in Pisces, also on a Wednesday, on the 30th of August, 9:36 p.m. That is the full moon I was born on. I am a Virgo sun with a Pisces moon, Leo rising, and Venus and Libra. Yeah, what a contract. In between those 2 days, like, that sounds lovely. All right, so it's a void, of course, no big deal, Mal. But wait. On Wednesday, the 23rd of August, the sun goes into Virgo, as it will. Happy birthday for the Virgos. And on that exact same day, Mercury goes retrograde. I know, womp womp. Also on a Wednesday, again, ruled by Mercury. This is a theme we have going on this time. So it goes retrograde on the 23rd and goes direct on the 15th of September. I know one of them is longer than the other two, and I think this is the one that might be longer. Don't make me do math. Of good news, though, big time good news. Mars goes into Libra on Sunday the 27th. Now that's going to be really good for putting like justice and balance and all of that 7th house stuff into play. A good day to recharge this spell if you like. But then get ready, here's the big one. You thought Mercury retrograde? How about Uranus is retrograde? I tell people all the time, you gotta take care of Uranus, otherwise it goes retrograde. I don't think I can ever avoid that joke. And that happens on the 28th of August. Guess what? It goes direct January 26th, and that is an outer planet, and it is the rebel. It is expect the unexpected, particularly when it's retrograde, right? So this is going to be a kind of cuckoo wacky time. I mean, the outer planets like affect the planet Dar, but like nations, right? And it's 11th house dynamic. It's nuts. So look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. This is what I mean about how important our heart's desires are to shift to a more golden timeline, to be happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser versions of ourselves in that whole quantum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly thing. Every choice, every decision jumping us to another timeline, right? Letter gold. And again, crosswatchers, brilliant opportunity to help them manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire. And hello, my name is Mal, and I'm extremely attracted to the dependability of Capricorns as an earth sign myself. So let's do this. Enough explanation. Let's get to the divination. That shift happens in the still point, so both feet on the floor if you can. Boom. Focus on your breath, if you will. Bam. And I promise you I will do anything I can to help anyone manifest their heart's desires. And let's be clear, it's spiritually selfish, because I want to manifest mine, and this is my means of service as the Virgo that I am. Virgo power. Cross your legs. So let's get into this. Please. humid in here today. You have no idea how much gel and product I have in my hair, so I don't look like Rosanna Dana. And if you don't know who that is, I'm sorry. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish to represent the element of fire, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Capricorn Collective, on behalf of the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is the magical spell card fragment to help them clarify and refine their heart's desire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what might be required to manifest their heart's desire this beautiful, beautiful August 2023? Courage. Courage, by shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. That one you might want to do in the morning, but that doesn't mean, obviously, it's not going to carry through your day. But think about doing that a little bit. Now, how many people's heart's desire in and of itself is courage? Maybe. But probably what we're looking at here is what is required to manifest a heart's desire, because courage, from the French, the heart, le cœur, oh, j'ai mal au cœur, doctor, which means I have to throw up. Doctor. So, you know, courage is what we need right now on the planet, but that's heart-centered, right? So, interesting element of fire. Let's get the element of earth, as I said, from Tony Carmine Salerno's Crystal Oracle. If you have the stone indicated, you could use it as a touchstone, an amulet, a talisman, a memory rock, whatever. And I use the same 4 pieces. I work my 5-card draws and my 8-card draws, and, you know, the proof is in the pudding. I am a tasty, but I am not a hasty pudding. I am a Virgo. Virgo power, cross your legs. So let's get the element of earth via my beloved Archangel Ariel. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel, override. Oh, it's like coming home. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Please, beloved Archangel of Nature, Archangel of Wealth, Archangel of Lyons, after whom I was named, and my parents had no idea. Now that's archangelic sneaky. Please, 1 card in clarity. What is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful oracle message from the Crystal Oracle here for the Capricorns to manifest their heart's desire? This beautiful, beautiful, ooh, the Coochie Stone, Charoite. I just wonder if Generation Z gets any of these, but I'm Generation X, so I kind of don't care. Blessed be and all in humor. Charoite, Charoite, a very high vibe stone. I was in New Age, metaphysical, pagan, spiritual retail for a very long time, so I came across a lot of it. I don't think I have any, though. Don't be shocked. Charoite. Here are your key words. Acceptance. All right, so courage to accept something, maybe. Generosity. Clarity and inner vision. Definitely that purple color for me speaks third eye, crown chakra. Charoite is a highly spiritual crystal. Technically it's a mineral, but whatever. That helps awaken higher wisdom. Okay, so to come from courage in higher wisdom sounds like a good gig. You are being asked to accept the current events and bring your focus within. Good. All will become clear through meditation. This is a time for reflection and contemplation, a time to allow your inner wisdom to guide you. You will realize that there is nothing you need to change and that all is as it should be. Oh, let's stick a pin in that. I know, you watch the news, you're like, what the fuck? Well, there is a lesson in A Course in Miracles. I'm both a teacher and a student of A Course in Miracles. That's an eclectic witch for you, pure non-dualism, right? Let all things be exactly as they are, because it's all here to serve us, but the ego is never going to get on track with that unless it's getting what it wants, and as soon as it gets what it wants the next thing. So you have that split second, right? Where the soul is well aware. We've been doing this lifetime after lifetime, right? So everything always is to our benefit, but it don't always look that way, nor is it supposed to always look that way. Ready for this? He does this a lot in this book. Trust! Exclamation point. Even though the current flow of events is confusing, yeah, there is a divine order to the madness. Now, you know, you start talking about the divine plan and the divine order, a lot of pagans just explode, in my experience. But that is the quantum thing, right? It's like we do have free will. We don't get to choose the options. We get to choose between the options, right? That is our free will. Just like a video game. It is only through love and acceptance that the divine order can be seen. And sometimes that's an epiphany. Sometimes that is that intuitive clarity that comes, particularly with Charoite, one would think. You will be touched by someone's generosity in the next few days. Well, maybe you'll get touched by an angle. How obtuse. I was raised by a teacher. Don't get mad. I can't help it. Element of air, the Archangel Fire Oracle, Alexandra Wenman. She takes the archangels and puts them in both historic and cultural guises, faces, disguises, whatever. Except it's obvious who they are because their names are on it. Everyone has access to archangelic consciousness because your higher self, the divine higher self, belongs to a legion of archangels. It's like a club, right? Like AAA. And then the archangels gang up and become the virtues, the thrones, the powers, the dominions, the principalities, the cherubim, and the seraphim. I'm sure I'm leaving a bunch of them out there in 9 choirs. That's a lot. So, but who are you going to call, right? Which one? We have access to all of them. Ariel is my lineage. That's the one my higher self belongs to. Maybe this one is yours. Let's find out. A 1, a 2, a 3. Still point. Archangelic override. Oh, the silence is delicious. As I call upon the beloved archangels for the Capricorn collective, caught in my throat, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, beloved ones, who is the archangel waiting in the wings, with their wings ready to zoom in with the element of air, the air to stoke that fire, to manifest the Capricorn and cross-watchers' heart's desire, this beautiful, beautiful August 2023. Oh, Haniel, H-A-N-I-E-L. I'm going to read a little bit from the bookie book. This is Findhorn Press that put this out. Findhorn ain't no joke. It's in Scotland. Google it. It'll blow your mind. Card number 8. I'm going to go there someday. Passion and Poise. Work. Yes, switch, work. Haniel's name means glory of God or grace of God. She can help you ignite your passions to bring renewed energy and vitality. If your world is feeling a little lackluster, call on this super motivational angel to restore your vigor and reignite your passion for life. She helps us channel our energies into the things we love. That takes courage, you got to admit. Strongly aligned with the moon, Haniel is also the archangel of intuition. Like the image of her as an elegant Japanese woman in this card, she has a strong feminine quality. She is particularly aligned with healers and psychics and helps us to go with the flow of life rather than trying to control everything. Good luck. I mean, yeah, fight the plan. Fight the power. Haniel urges us to follow our inner guidance so we can do what makes our heart sing rather than what we feel obligated to do. Don Miguel Ruiz, Mastery of Love, genius book. He says in it, love has no obligations. Yeah, people don't agree with that. The message. The spark of vitality within you is being restored, giving you the courage to express yourself with great grace. Whatever you do, do it from the heart with great passion. Now, these three cards are very linked, obviously. I mean, that's sort of the point, but they're not always so very obviously linked. So, Haniel, passion with poise. I know that's a product that I'm not going to discuss on my channel. I don't do product placement. I am product placement for the divine. So let's get the element of water, the energy in motion that we experience as emotion when we're in physical forms, because a lot of that stuff you gotta have glands for, right? Have to be in a body to feel some of this stuff. But love is the truth of who we are. Of Course in Miracles says the opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can truly have no opposite, right? So that is the core of who we are. All these other emotions are like clouds in front of the sun, and that doesn't mean the sun has gone away. Ugh, it's so deep. Let's just do this. The higher selves of all involved, right? So it might be just you, it could be other people who are involved in this, or at least their higher selves. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed by the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their cross-watchers? For the element of water, the love that is divine power in the heart chakra, according to Carolyn May's heart chakra chapter, Anatomy of the Spirit, the energy and motion they experience as emotion to manifest their heart's desire this beautiful, beautiful August 2023. Embrace your emotions. And if that's what I mean, you got to make your way through them clouds, right? Despair, you know, sadness, if you're an empath on top of it, how much of that stuff is all yours? Usually it's about 2% of what we're feeling as empaths is personal, the rest is in the collective unconscious, which, you know, is an important gig to help heal the planet and the people on it, right? Shifting timelines for everybody. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions, because sometimes you got something going on, and underneath that is the nugget of intuition. Matt Kahn, his card is next. He says that judgment, you know, hey, be so judgy. He says, like, that's like a lead veneer around a nugget of golden intuition. So to allow ourselves to have the courage to face our judgments, right, and love ourselves anyway, because that's not who we are. That's all written into the script. Some of these judgments have been passed down for thousands of years through society and our genetic DNA and ancestral curses and all of that. So the only way that I have found to heal it is to feel it. I know it sucks, but I'm a Virgo and I live alone, well, with 2 black cats who really don't care and who love me unconditionally. My Melchior and my Balthazar. So let's get this last card on the table, right? I mean, this is so heart-centered, but with that Charoite, really about the acceptance of where you are, right? You don't really have to change anything. Everything's fine as it is. But as Matt Kahn says in, I think, his first book, whatever arises, love that. His work is so good. So let's ask the Ascended Masters for which mantra to help you through this 2-week period. Please take a nice deep breath. This one's a little more serious. Still point. Ascended Master override. It's like going to the UN. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, on behalf of the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, beloved ones, what is your guiding, graceful, loving, wise, powerful message in the form of a Matt Kahn healing mantra to help them manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire with the spirit of unity? help them shift to a more golden timeline. This beautiful August 2023. Befriending pain. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. I have had this deck since it came out in 2018. I got it off his website, all right? Like, I wanted it, and I got it. And this one I've had a bunch of times. I've had all of them. That's why I read it from the bookie book, because I don't necessarily remember all the words. There might be some things in a reading that might make it more specific. But it's a hard one. And this isn't even necessarily only about physical pain. People immediately go to that. What about the stress, the emotional pain, right? Particularly if you've been beating yourself up with judgments that you're doing something wrong when everything is part of that plan, always is, and that there's nothing you really need to change. It's just about seeing it from a higher place. So, befriending pain, befriending pain. It's hard. I mean, it's actually what got me to Patreon. I threw my back out, and this mantra is what's really set me free little by little. When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed. When you befriend pain, you're allowing limitations to be released from the cells of your body. And this is what I mean by cellular programming, right? Like cellular patterns that we have, you know, just like your eye color, you know, all of that stuff. But these emotional patterns, emotions have a biochemical component. So if you had a rageaholic 1,000 years ago, it could be in your DNA unless someone alchemized it along the way. What are they? Yeah, so I'm a quarter Sicilian. Calm, peaceful people, German, British, Scottish, right, Dutch, and I got some Canadian, you know, all the calm people, right? Well, we got the Canadian French in there, thank the gods. Probably some French in there, too, with Lyon, last name like that. So, just saying, you know, this is stuff that's in our cell tissue. We were sent in to transform this stuff. It is essential. Oh, sorry, I lost my place. Because pain is often the result of rapid transformation. Think element of fire transformation. It is essential to make friends with it in recognition of how quickly you're evolving, which means you might think you're just stuck, right? Like it said, things are a little lackluster right now. You might think you're stuck. You're not. You're not. It's just acceptance, right? It's like, okay, I am in physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, whatever kind of pain I'm in, and I need to learn, I'm being taught actually, how to befriend it. And that lesson can be delayed, but it cannot be prevented. Trust me. I tried. It might be uncomfortable and sometimes nearly unbearable, but your most profound shifts in consciousness often occur once pain is befriended as an ally of evolution. And that's dark night of the soul, that's shamanic descent, that's spiritual alchemy. It's just how it is. I didn't make that rule. I wouldn't, right? This mantra is ideal for healing the body, mind, and soul on an energetic level. Now, to have the courage to even befriend pain is huge, 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 because also it gives you a deeper sympathy and empathy for others. And that's the thing, as we go through something, it's like the universe says, okay, now you're going to demonstrate what you just learned, right? And electromagnetically, people are brought into our lives, reason, season, or maybe they've been there our whole lifetimes, so that we can serve. But then again, it's a very Virgo perspective, Virgo power across your legs. Let's put this together. I gotta keep these fun, folks. This is my favorite series, the 5-card draws, the spell kits, as they've been called, and now is in the little wavy title thing in the video. So let's put it together in a blessed summation, a wonderful little work we came up with over on Patreon. Then we'll talk about cool stuff, and, you know, readings and whatnot. Please take a nice deep breath. I love this part. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Capricorn collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and were drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire, and with the help of spirit as they befriend pain. Because when discomfort becomes a friend, their most limiting beliefs are healed, and I would think embracing their emotions would certainly be part of that, considering the other cards that have hit the table in this reading. And may they remember to call upon Archangel Haniel, for passion with poise. Good catch. I am a good catch. Passion with poise, to really connect to their intuition and act on it accordingly while they work with this Charoite vibe of meditation and acceptance and clarity, and seeing that their own guidance will get them through this, but they have to accept what's going on to see that it's all part of something much larger. And certainly, whether or not this is their heart's desire, it certainly seems what might be required to manifest their heart's desire of this beautiful new to full. So, by shining brave and true and bright, may courage return to them this night, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So motivating. And so it is. That's what's called a soft finish, I think. That was lovely. Did you like the reading? Then like it. It just helps other Capricorns and cross-watchers find it. Because I'm over on Patreon, the land of no algorithm. It's the best thing. You sign up for one of my levels, you get everything on that level. I mean it. I love me some Patreon. We got them 7-day free trials, Secret and Human. Check us out for a week. Jump out the last day, like I said. I don't care. But all of them, all of my subscribers, if they make it to that 8th day, will get the extensive discount on private sessions with me. We'll talk about that in a minute. But all of them do get the daily check-ins and the extended readings, and the 7-day free trialers will get those too. But like I said, we're saving the extensive discount for actual subscribers because that's only fair to my subscribers. Can't just give it away. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free, at least not yet. So, you know, I love it. There's a shop. You can buy my books there. We got audio stuff. And now we're on Spotify. That just happened 2 days ago. I always wanted to be on Spotify, but now I am. It's like, that's how fast that happened overnight, really. So absolutely check it out. Click the link. Come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. And yes, you can call me Mal. And if you want to book me for one of their private sessions, there's a video in the description box booking private sessions with Mal. It covers readings as well as spiritual counseling. About 11 minutes. It's a fun video. My mom likes it, so we're keeping it. And whether we do it in person, which is rare nowadays, Zoom recorded, Facebook Messenger, whatever, it's all explained there. And I say over and over and over again, I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there's a witch, there's a way. And oddly enough, I'm a witch, so we'll make a way. Because it is what I was born to do in this life. It's filling my sacred contract, so I don't have to keep coming back to this level of illusion of separation. I'll come back to planet Earth, like maybe 7th dimensional. That sounds like fun. Permanently peaceful, people populated paradise, planet Earth. I think I'm up for that gig. Maybe that's even the 5th dimension. We'll see. You know, Aquarius and all of that. So, hang in there, my beloved Capricorns. I have a Capricorn crush. No one in particular, but it seems you guys play that role in my life, and not just the sun signs. So hang in there. I believe in you. Slow and steady wins the race. Saturn driven. You can do this. Embrace your courage. Do what you came here to do. And heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.